Oh.
Glad that you're here. Joy and Jerry. Think tank. They're streaming just what you needed. Glad that you're here.
What's up, Troy?
Yeah, happy Friday, Jerry.
Good to see you, man.
Whew, good to see you too, man. Good to see you too. It's been a week.
I'm ready for a good weekend, man.
I'm ready for a good weekend too.
I'm gonna get really fucked up.
I got to hit that thing. A pretty special piece, man.
Got some vapes to beat up.
They're streaming just what you needed. Glad that you're here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Troy and Jerry.
Jerry,
What's up, man? Happy Friday to you. Good to see you, brother.
happy Friday to you, my man. Happy Friday to you.
I'm stoked, dude. Friday night, I've been getting hammered, and I don't get that hammered ever except that Friday night. So I'm looking forward to tonight. This is gonna be fun, man.
I too look forward to a night of celebrations and festivities. I think that'll be a good time. Everybody in the chat gonna celebrate and be festive with us.
Festivities, yes. We've got so much room here for festivities now. We've rearranged our stuff.
420 festivities. I wonder if that domain's available. That'd be a good domain to buy. 420festivities.com.
Somebody just took it, I'm sure.
Someone just took it.
Someone in the chat just took it. Way to go, guys.
I think I let like 30 domains go in like the last 5 or 6 months. So I'm okay with not buying any more domain names right now anyway.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm down to 2.
2.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
2's good. 2's good.
Yeah. 2 for the vape scene. So
Yeah. Jerry, tonight we're gonna split some hairs and probably not have everyone agree with us. So I want to start by forming an agreement with everyone in the chat. Everyone here likes peeps, right? Like marshmallow peeps. It's Easter time. Easter time's coming up. You can go to Target and get peeps right now. You like peeps?
Are you talking to me? I'm not a huge fan. I like them, but I don't like to seek them out. I mean, I'll eat one, but
We're starting off on the wrong foot. Can we get a
it's the right foot. This is what's going to happen all night long, bro.
what? Can we get a verdict on peeps in the chat? What do you guys think of peeps? Do you want the pink bunnies, the yellow bunnies, the purple little birds?
They're yummy. I just don't need that much sugar and shit, man. So I'm a chocolate kid, man. If I'm gonna eat that stuff, it's gonna be chocolate.
What's funny is I prefer my peeps to be kind of stale. Like I like to open them up and let them sit in the air and get kind of dry and chewy for a few days. However, I also like fresh peeps. So like opening up a package of peeps and hoping that they become stale is a challenge because they'll be gone before they get stale.
So you like chewy peeps.
They fly right in my mouth. Those little bunnies, they boop, 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 right in the mouth.
And then they're chewy. That's funny. I've always So you like an aged peep.
Someone in the chat is saying frozen peeps. Okay, this is a whole new thing. Now I'm gonna have to.
Now that is interesting.
I'm gonna have to put some peeps in the freezer.
I would try a frozen peep. We're not gonna microwave that thing. I know what it's gonna do.
It'll get real big. Probably catch on fire. Burning peeps.
Right?
Nothing like the smell of burning peep anus.
No thanks, man. Roasted peeps though, those are good. Roasted peeps.
Jerry, normally we start with a dab, but in our pre-sesh, I said very specifically, "Hey, I need a vape bowl," and then my coffee was cold, and then I walked away, and then came back and got like vapes, and I never vaped a fucking bowl in pre-sesh. Dang it, I dropped the F-bomb.
Okay. Well, I did, so I'm gonna jump on the dab here because I'm been waiting on this. So
well, you get your dab going. You got your Rio dab today. Is that what you're doing?
Hell yeah, brother! I'm gonna beat this thing up. How about you guys in the chat, man? Who's got a Rio out there? You're hitting with us. We got 20, 30 of them out there already. Let's get these Rios loaded up and rolling, man.
Yeah, that Rio is $150, Jerry. It was $220 when it came out new. and now it's $150. I love that Stash has dropped the price as they're able to make them more affordable for the masses. And if you use code Troy and Jerry, you can get it for like $135. It's an amazing deal.
You talking about which Rios? Like this red one?
Yeah.
You can get this red one for $135?
$135 right now with code Troy and Jerry on Stash.
It was
$250 when the makeover came out.
Right, and that was just a few months ago. Damn, man, this thing I haven't even fucked this up yet, and it's already that low. That's great.
Isn't that crazy?
Everybody should get a Rio for that. We're gonna do a video now. Everybody needs a Rio. If they're $135. Jesus, $135. Damn, that's not like a limited thing. That's just like what they're doing. That like,
I don't know, man. Like I don't fully understand retail pricing and all the Keystone business model and all that stuff. Like I'm not into that very much, which is why I just like talking about products and not talking about the numbers. But I know that's way cheaper than it used to be.
That's crazy cheap. That's crazy cheap.
Actually, since I'm hitting my B2 and you're dabbing on the Rio, maybe I should do the B squared dab. You want to save that?
Yeah, because you're gonna show me that. That's gonna get me later. I want to.
Sure. Yeah. I started.
When I'm ready for that punch.
With some old THC marijuana vapage, and that's what I'm gonna hit right now.
All right.
You have your dab.
Cheers in the chat. Let's jack it up.
In a few minutes, or later on tonight, I'll break the B2 out again, and I'll show you something pretty special, like kind of like what Jerry's doing with his assisted Rio dab. You can apply some similar techniques to the B2. We'll get into that later.
Yeah. Damn, where's Troy? Where's Troy, man? Where'd he go? I see a teeth monster. Dude, we did that lower lip only move was jacked up.
Oh, that's how you get a party started. That's how you put air on your chest right there. Oh my God. Oh.
Good right here.
That's how you start a show. That's how you start a show right there. I want to thank everyone for tuning in, especially the people that are here when we start, like when we go live, the people that are in the chat room waiting.
You guys are dope.
Having a little pre-session. You are the dopest motherfuckers. The dopest motherfuckers. I want to find a way to connect YouTube to the Discord, to the website. Make sure like people can connect. I want to like give people points and reward people and like build that. You know, that's a tribe. That's a tribe. That's good shit. That's good. It's humans being good humans, forming like tribal patterns. I love that. Love seeing that.
Keep talking about it, Troy. That's what I'm talking about. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn
indeed. Let me finish this bowl.
Yeah, you finished that bowl. That was a fucking righteous dab right there. I needed that. That puts things in a respectable place.
You said you've had a lot of concentrates. Are you still sitting on a lot of concentrates? Are you still doing pretty good with concentrates?
Bro, let me show you some shit. First of all, yeah, I'm loaded. And you remember how forever I was always like, hey, man, I'm a flower guy. These guys that do dabs all the time, I don't know how that shit works. I can do a dab every now and then. I get it now. When you have really good extract and high quantities for cheap dollars, and you have one of these motherfuckers over here that's always on and ready to go, you know, like this puppy right here. Troy, I've probably dabbed 90% of the time here. There have been several days where all I did was dab, no flower, and that's never happened to me. So I was pretty stoked about that. But check this out, man. I think I showed you this, man. Did I show you this shit right here?
That looks nice. Is that what you're dabbing on right now?
No. This is my. Remember this? This is my drop down jizz.
Oh, your reclaim, your drop down reclaim.
Yeah, dude, I heated up the drop down and all that stuff just right out the bottom and into here, man. And like it's funky, swirly. So when I'm out of everything, I can mess with that. And then I want to see if you have one of these, man. I know you got one of these, man.
What do you got?
Show me your bitch brush, man. You know that brush that's fucked up, and you go, when this is a fucking nasty bowl that I gotta be your bitch brush. Look at this thing, man. Look at that nasty fucking
Dude, that's gross.
right.
That's gross.
I know you got one, man. What are you talking about?
I don't think I do, Jerry.
You know, I thought everybody had a bitch. If you got 8 of these, you got a bitch brush. I got like a bunch of.
All of my brushes are better than that. Every single one of them.
All of them. Damn. Well, I'm the guy with the dirty glass too, right? So I guess that's me, man. I'll be the guy who makes the messy stuff okay. I'm on the messy side of the scale between two.
When I accidentally like singe the hairs on the brush, I tend to like trim them off.
Wow. I thought about trimming these off. But I mean, look, I got tons of these things. Why just grab another one? But
what are you doing that burns them? What are you doing to fuck up your brushes?
This is just I go into bowls all the time in here, and sometimes I'll take them and go inside like a Vape cap tip, and then a couple of them will get out of whack. And once a couple of them are out, then they really start fucking up when you go in here. So all you got to do is go after something small, and then they get fucked up when you go into the big stuff. So
wow, okay,
yeah,
okay.
That's probably Dynavap action right there, man. Me trying to clean some Dynavap tips.
Is that what you've been doing this week? Clean all your Dynavap tips?
No, but like I said, I do it every now and then. So this is kind of over a few months, a bunch of these things. So
nice.
Well, shit. I thought everybody had one of these. This is all nasty dark in here too, like from all the gunk I brush out all the time. I should just toss this one.
I use a poker for the hard work, and then the brushes usually clean screens that are out of the bowl. You take the screen out of the bowl.
Yeah, I hear you. It's not the way I go though. Shit.
Wow. Sometimes you got to change the way you go. Sometimes you got to change your mind.
Yeah. All right, dude, let me show you this. I'm going to pack a bowl of this stuff here, man. I really love this. Let's see. I hope you got a good shot of this. It's a whole bunch of Sunday driver. It's green and purple and red, and there's a whole bunch of it, and it smells good and it's sticky. And when it grinds up, you get all kinds of purple bits, like green and purple. It's beautiful when it's ground. I love this stuff. I'm going to beat some up with you right now.
Nice. I'm growing a Sunday driver cross right now. Actually, I just put out a video about that this week, about my tent, because I flipped my tent to flower a couple weeks ago, actually, and we've talked about this. I think in the last week or so, we've talked about the video that I was working on where I'm trying to find the boys,
right?
Where I flipped them to flower, and they grew their boy girl parts, and my plants decided, I found three boys in there.
3 total.
It was neat. It was a neat process because like you change your light schedule, and then the plants start stretching and changing after the light schedule changes, and then the girls will develop flowers, and the boys develop boy flowers, which aren't really flowers at all. But in the early stage, they look kind of similar, and it was a weird like excitement that I got to go through. Checking the plants twice a day just to see like, okay, are there any plant penises in the tent now? Like,
because you need to check them that often during that phase. That's amazing. They grow that quickly, huh?
I don't know if you have to check them every 12 hours, but I mean, if the boy puts out the penis and the balls and ejaculates pollen all over my tent, then my herb is going to come out with a bunch of seeds. I don't want that.
Yeah, be on that shit.
Got to make it sensimelia.
I was just about to say, man, you're looking for that Scentsy. That's fucking great. So you got that done finally, huh?
I got that done. I didn't cut a highlight to show a Jerry version, but to be honest, man, I got like an hour and 10 minutes of footage, and then I had to cut it down to like 28 minutes. And even that was really, really tough, right? Because I wanted the value of the video to be seeing like a somewhat realistic transition. Like here's what the plant looks like on day 1 of flower versus day 7. And I wanted I wanted to illustrate that and demonstrate that. And I don't think I did the greatest job of making it like snapshotted. Like that's what I learned from this experience was the way of doing video. The way that I do videos is stupid sometimes.
Okay. So you learned along the way as well. Very good. Are you lighting up your Rio now?
Am I in the wrong camera? What's going on here?
Yeah. Is it Rio time? I'll do them.
I've been on the wrong camera the whole time.
I didn't even know you were doing a Rio dab, bro.
Yeah, I did the B2 hit while you were having a Rio dab, so
Weird. Off rhythm.
I'm coming in with the Rio dab now.
All right, I'm coming in real quick to catch up. I want to be on here with you. Hurry up, light her up, let's go. Okay,
Just we start every show with a Rio, and I started that one with the B2. I just feel like we gotta push the buttons, you know.
All right, here I'm joining you too. We're doing this together here. How many more dabs over there on the side? How's the chat going? Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that's good. Chew that shit, Troy. Chew that up. I love this music, man. It reminds me of the video we did with the Dynavap shit. We used it for that. Remember, that was fun. Oh, fuck yes. Oh, damn, that's good.
Took the dab a little hot.
Yeah, I saw you got that jazzed up, didn't you?
Yep. Oof. I jazzed it.
Oof.
I'm dabbing rosin, and it's a different batch of rosin than I was dabbing previously.
Gotta adjust your tech.
Yep. Gotta adjust my tech.
Yep.
Damn.
Well, can we get something flicked at Will? Can we get a right to Will's face? Can we get a Will's face here?
Yeah, I think I can do that. I gotta move. Let me get the snap. Oh God,
that was awesome.
That was a nice break right there.
Real good break, man.
All right, Will. Sorry, bro. Let me prep the fingers here.
Yeah.
All right.
Damn, bro, that was good. It's all over. I can feel it now. Will's going down.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Where'd it go?
I broke the speed of sound barrier there. Like that was so fast. It
I
missed.
saw it before I heard you.
It went right.
Yeah, I saw it miss.
It missed. It was fast. I need to get like one of those speedometers. Those things.
Can you do that? Can they register a little half a Q-tip? I wonder if we can register on a thing.
I mean, I could do it with a camera. If I had a high-speed camera, I could set up a camera that is perpendicular to the flight path, and then set up one of those like scale graphics, so the camera can go frame by frame, and you measure the distance between travel of each frame.
Humans are great, man. Especially dudes, guys. They do some funny looking shit.
Right
that was good, man.
Neck.
Fucking stabbed him right in the.
Oh, yeah.
Got him right there in the trach. Fucked him up. That's how you do it.
I am all that is man.
Troy's on top of the world after that one, folks. Watch the fuck out.
After chazzing my banger.
Chazzing my banger.
That's unfortunate.
Killing me, man.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a banger clean right here.
Yeah, you
No,
got to get it
mid-show.
cleaned up, man.
Mid-show banger cleaning. So Jerry, you had some interesting things going on this week too, didn't you? Last
Yeah, I
week you
was gonna
said you
try
were
to-
going to go do your.
What I say last week? Where was I? Because I don't remember.
You said you were going to go do some boofing challenge.
Oh, right on. Did I not talk about the Bufo yet? I guess that was interesting, man. That was have you heard of Bufo before? I hadn't heard of it before.
No, I thought. I mean, I think last week you talked about your. Didn't you?
Well, this week I started my program, 8-week program. So that's probably what you're talking about. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. That's pretty dope. That pretty much focuses on a whole bunch of introspection and coaching with plant medicine in there. And so at some point I'll do some ayahuasca and then some wachuma and then again to the bufo at the end. So I'm pretty excited about that because I'm pretty sure over the 8 weeks I'll work through the things I need to work through that made the last bufo run for me comically unusual. So I'd rather be. I almost see what I'm supposed to see instead of fucking throwing up all over everybody in the middle of the night.
Okay, yeah. That sounds like a DMT experience. Sounds fun. So now you're doing like an introspection thing, a self-reflection, kind of like a coaching therapy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I got a week's worth of questions to go through and work out, and taking more time each morning to really kind of focus on me, instead of just waking up and jumping right into the day of doing stuff for everybody else. And that even in just a few days is a real fucking game changer, man. I mean,
Dude,
it doesn't take long to realize you got to take care of yourself first, and then you're so much better for everybody else.
Yeah, that's a big one, man. That's a big one. Just that's probably my next thing is taking better care of myself. Thank you. But the self-awareness that you're hitting on is beautiful. Like the taking the self-actualization initiative and looking at yourself, looking at your behavior, looking at your actions, looking at your thoughts, analyzing these things at a higher level of consciousness. That's the type of shit that I like. I think we should all be like that. And I don't like to put the word should onto people, but just from doing that myself and feeling the growth, that's the path of righteousness. That's the path of enlightenment. Because when you realize that you can improve yourself and you can improve your life and you can take small steps many times in a row and get very far without taking these big leaps that people often think are needed for improvement. But all those little bitty steps get you real far, real fast. That's the type of shit that I believe in.
Me too, man. And I've kind of done it on my own for a while now. And I'm excited this is the first time I've had somebody actually in my life that I'm going to work with and kind of really learn from and ask questions and have as a guide in areas. So I'm really excited about that. I mean, I've just been kind of just stumbling, doing my own thing, and the questions are great. I mean, I've got about a dozen questions to go over this week that are things I've never asked myself before. Things like, what are some of the traits in your dad that you associate with being powerful?
Okay,
and,
that's an interesting one.
Thinking about that and thinking about what I did with those emotionally, those associations, and then how they start to play out in my life, and just what gets revealed when you stand. So the questions are guiding me in places I haven't thought of or been in a while, and it's and that's just the first week. So I'm pretty stoked, man. I'm pretty stoked. I've definitely already enjoyed it in just a few days into, and I think it's probably about 3 weeks. I'm gonna probably get into my ayahuasca ceremony, and that's gonna be real exciting. I can't wait to tell you about that when we finally get that rolling.
Dude, I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah. Super stoked. I can't believe that this is in my life. It's something that I've looked into and tried to figure out how I'd want to do it for a while. I'd say for about a year and a half. I've kind of like, that's something on my radar. And there have been a couple things I could probably do, but didn't quite work
Longer than
out.
that.
Yeah, maybe.
We talked about it years ago, Jerry.
I think you're right. I think it was about a year and a half ago that it got real because
Realistic,
I was in
yeah, like the
Gainesville. That
opportunity.
actually, yeah, I was going, oh, I could actually go down there and do it somewhere. So, but this time, this kind of came out of left field. I was looking at something else, and then that was part of the journey, and I was like, oh, this is fucking great, and I totally dig the person that administers it and the way he goes about it, and so I just when you're really seeking, the universe brings it to you. You know what I mean? You ain't got to look hard when you're really truly seeking. It just shows the fuck up. You know what I mean? So that's what's happened here. It's just showing up. I'm going, oh, that's exactly what I needed. That's exactly what I was looking for. It's even better than what I was looking for. It's got all this shit I didn't even know I needed and wanted and looking for. So I definitely feel like I'm on some kind of a direction that feels true because things like that keep showing up. If that make any sense? I don't know.
That's good. No, it makes total. No, but I still heard everything you said, despite my inability to react coherently sometimes.
Right.
I still interpret.
It's my boy Troy. It's my boy Troy.
But damn it! See, now that distracted me from what I was gonna say, and now
I'm sorry.
It's gone. It's gone, Jerry.
I'm sorry about that.
No. It's okay. I can find it. I can dig it up.
You can dig it up.
But you were saying about how things come into your life naturally, like the universe has a way of just delivering those things when you're seeking them.
Yeah.
And then things often exit your life at ideal times too.
Wow.
But sometimes the human way is to resist change.
Mm-hmm.
So we hold on to everything.
Always.
Sometimes we just gotta let go.
That's been the theme of my meditations all week. Actually, for 2 weeks now is how do I let go? I didn't even know I was holding on so hard, so strong, so tight.
Have you seen I think it's called Andy and Me or something. It's like the Jim Carrey kind of documentary style thing about his performance on the Andy Kaufman.
No shit, I haven't seen that.
You should totally see it. It's so fucking good. It changed my life. It literally changed my life. And there's a line in there where Jim Carrey is talking about becoming who you really want to be or desire to be, your true self, versus what your act is for the world, like for your social connections. He said you can rip off the mask and be that person, or you can die fighting that mask.
Mm-hmm.
He said it so much better. I don't know how he said it, but there's a line in there, like a quotable. Just fucking boom.
I'll watch that and look for it then, man. Thanks. I need a reason to watch that movie. That one did not appeal to me in its marketing.
Man on the Moon. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
Basically, though, what I'm trying to come to grips with right now is I just finished a book on ego death, and I'm trying to come to grips with all this time when I run around in self-improvement mode. All I've really been up to is making a better ego. It's like, fuck, I'm no better off. That thing's still running the fucking show. And I've realized now, instead of just trying to improve myself, I just got to fucking let go. And so now all my focus is now just letting go. If I can let go, then things will take over and everything will be improved already. Just that's the nature of the thing. You know what I mean? So
Right. I mean, there's a song in Frozen exactly about that.
truth. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Let it go.
Can you sing it? Just a few lines for me.
No, I cannot. I
'Cause
bet Amanda can. Amanda, this is your chance.
Get on here and sing. We'll see, man. We'll see.
Called out.
Amanda can sing, man. Too.
She can sing. Now it's too late, though. Now it'd be weird. Now it's in that moment of like awkwardness. You just keep dragging it on.
Yeah. All right.
We're good at that.
Right. It was awkward from the beginning.
She's great, man.
Jerry, I got some cool shit in the mail.
Yeah, I gotta, this is one of those moments where, guys, you're gonna get to see this the same time I do. I mean, I just got a peek a minute ago, but my set hasn't come in yet, and I'm dying to see it. So,
Oh, we were supposed to get it at the same time, and then you were supposed to explain the things to me. I mean, I guess you can still explain the things to me.
I without having seen him or held him, I'll give it a shot. But yeah, what'd you get, man? This is exciting because he's basically Austin's added some stuff to the catalog, and he's expanded the way he wants to sell all the individual pieces, so you can do whatever the fuck you want. So he's kind of
I'm too high to realize that I'm not using the right camera here. So you guys got to tell me when I'm in the wrong fucking camera mode.
Okay, so you're in the right camera, but you're too far away from you. I can't see shit you just dumped out.
Whoops.
Basically, I want your stuff to be where your mouse is.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Is the mouse is all I can see. Boy,
How about now?
Now I see a bunch of containers right on, man.
All right, let me line some things up here. So we got some mouthpieces.
Yeah.
First. I know what these are, obviously.
Good.
I don't know what this one is.
Okay. I thought we found that on there. Let me see. Did I still have this online? What did you say? That thing you don't know what it is?
I know what this is now. Oh, where'd the rest of this shit go? There's something missing. There's a few things missing. This is the thing that I am in love with.
I've not seen that at all yet.
Jerry.
What the fuck is that? It's blackwood?
I don't know what the wood is. I don't think Austin responded to me. Like ebony.
No,
the lighting is
okay.
shitty this way.
So that's an MVS, like the mouthpiece.
Dude, yeah, get a load of this fucking tip.
Wow.
Look how precise that shit
That's
is.
redonkulous right there.
It's redonkulous. It's redonkulous.
Oof. I think I'm really gonna like this thing, man. Because
Dude.
I prefer wood bodies to metal.
It's so smooth. Like it there's like no sharp, there's no abrasive.
Wow.
Like it feels.
Okay, no, that's not an MVS though. That's just stinger and a body because that's a one-piece body there. So we're calling it wrong. But that's got the offset airport, and it's wow, look at that. That's fucking lined and everything, man. Sweet.
It's great. It's great. I thought Austin called it a wood MVS.
I don't know.
I'd have to look back into the Discord chat. Let me turn back down here. What we got going? So he sent a couple. Where'd the other one go? Oh, I didn't pour it all out. Dipshit. I'm like looking for the missing stuff, and it's like not even in the. All right, so we got a couple different intercoolers. We got a really long intercooler, and a shorter one. And the shorter one has a different twist to it. So the twist is elongated. So this one would be more open airflow.
Yeah, this one is the high flow. Very
okay.
Good.
So this is the high flow, and this one is longer and has the traditional tight twist. So this one would have a little more restriction, a little more cooling.
Nice. Those are dope.
So we got an updated MVS. Let me pop this thing out of the,
Yeah, let's
out of the
see.
tube. This is how new things come from
That's
Simrell.
tight.
Yeah,
And each one's got a
it's-
sticker in it too.
oh, nice. So it's a sticker in there.
Yeah.
Little Ziploc bags. Whoops, there's an O-ring that
So what do
I
we got here? What do we got here?
dropped and then caught.
Nice catch.
Thank you. Thank you. Sometimes I can do sporting things. Other times, not a chance.
Oh, is that the short piece there with the? Is that
Yeah.
the one that? Oh, so you turn it the other way, and so now that's a normal MVS long stem,
Yeah, and then
twing.
this part would pull off. I'm trying to figure out which hand is which here because I'm looking
There
at
you
things
go.
in reverse.
And perfectly done. And
it becomes a short MVS.
oh, dude, that is dope. So you put them. Oh, and it's got the turbulent airport too. Oh, it's still got both airports. Fucking cool. So you can put the mouthpiece on there any tip you want, and now you got this shorty going on. That's cool as fuck.
It's cool. It's cool. And then you could put one of these condensers in here, a short one, and then add the spinning mouthpiece if you wanted to.
Yeah, he's got a whole new system for a spinning mouthpiece too.
So that's what this is.
Yeah, those are the pieces for it, and then there's another mouthpiece as well. So
Okay.
You just got those. I don't have mine yet, so we're not going to be any good tonight showing people how shit's done. We're just telling you it's out there. It's dope. Check the shit out. And I didn't even know that wood was coming, man. That wooden mouthpiece is fucking.
Dude, this thing is. I can't wait to set this up and vape on it, but I want to take some pictures and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty
before doing
sweet.
so.
Pretty sweet. All right, thanks, Mook Bob. Drive around the first window.
I love the way the mouthpiece feels. This is.
I'm not usually a fan of the wooden mouthpiece, but you've got me tempted now.
It's the same profile. He
yeah, he nails that profile every time, man.
Yeah, that's what I love about the Vortex, is the mouthpiece profile.
Mm-hmm.
Like it feels. It's very satisfying,
Right?
You know,
I like it how it feels when I pull it out of my mouth.
Hey, you have to go.
That's what you were doing.
It feels good. I look for things. I look for the subtleties of the experience. I like doing that, Jerry. Diving deep into why things win the reach test.
No, I'm with you, man. I get you, brother.
Apparently, I dropped 2 O-rings, not 3, not 1. So, whoops! And then I dumped them all onto my desk because the bag is ambiguously shaped. All right, Jerry. What? Are you high?
No, sorry, man. I'm sneezing over here.
Oh, you're sneezing.
Yeah, I got it. I'm good. I'm good.
All right. We talked with Panda and CK on Wednesday. That was a fun little discussion.
Those guys are so cool, man. I hope you guys are watching those videos. Those guys are cool as shit. I like talking to them.
Yeah, so I uploaded that today. You can watch our whole conversation that we had with Pam and CK. I wanted to connect with Pam and CK and talk about tonight's topic essentially, and I wanted to meet and cut a highlight and have a highlight for tonight, but I failed to cut the highlight the way this conversation actually went, and I didn't want to share it because I'm a stickler like that. So I recommend watching that video. It's like a 20-30 minute conversation, and it's pretty interesting. We talk about some interesting shit, and we talk about the Gpen situation.
Mm-hmm.
And for them, it's completely like outside the scene. Like they don't know anything about the Gpen reputation and the whole vape enthusiast market. Like they're not. I mean, they vape weed, but they're not like into it like we are. So it was cool.
They found some good parallels, though. It was pretty neat.
Yeah, it was a really cool conversation. It was a really cool conversation to have.
Yeah, those guys are dope. Thanks for getting that up, man. So yeah, you guys check that out, man. I like those guys. And yeah, we were kind of talking about this, you know, where we're, you know, we get our opinions, man. We get our biases, we get our prejudgments, and we hang on to them tightly. And you know, it's part of the it's part of that whole. I see everything in light of the ego now. I'm just like, oh yeah, of course. I have a little bit of ego about that, you know. So you know, we all get wrapped up on what we think of a brand or something, and
it becomes the tribe.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, it becomes like this. It becomes that mentality. So that it's not even an individual mentality anymore. It's not even yours. Almost, it's weird that way.
Right. It's like a shared thing, and it's like an expected match the consensus thing that happens. CK had some really cool ways of explaining it. I enjoyed learning from him and the shit he says.
Yeah, he definitely has a different slant on things than I normally see, and it's revealing, definitely revealing. So I'm with you on that. Well, luckily we'd asked some of these other guys about this stuff before too, man. We got another clip with Pete about tribalism and stuff we can roll too, man. I'd like to show that off.
Yeah. Let's hear from Pete, because Pete has interesting things to say too.
Yeah, and we're gonna show you also a little. Well, this is kind of cool. You'll like this little Dynavap clip.
Roll the
Dynavap lineup rolls off the tongue like it rolls off the hand. Let's watch them roll across the screen. Vong, Verdium, Rosium, Azurium, Omni, Blum, Bzzz. I've always respected your opinion. You're one of the few people that when I go to write a review, I'll make sure I've looked at whatever you put out first, if you have, because I don't want to miss something. And there's aren't many people out there, but you're one of the ones that I make sure I go check first, man. You do great work, buddy.
Well, that's funny. I appreciate that, and it's funny. There's a loop going on because I kind of do the same thing. You know what I mean? It's just like if I'm going to review something, it's like, what did these guys say? Do they got any thing I missed or anything that I want to cover that I forgot about? Right? It's
Right.
it's good to know. I mean, you guys are both experts, right? So I mean, and not only that, I think there's a big difference between owning a lot of vapes and assessing a lot of vapes. You know what I'm saying? When you're really
Yeah.
looking at them and considering this aspect, this aspect, this aspect. It's a little bit different than just having a monster collection. But you guys both have collections that dwarf mine, anyways. So
There's a weird territory there, though. Like when you have the perspective of hundreds and hundreds of vapes, little nuances and little subtle differences between experiences and vapor and all those things really start to differentiate. And then
Yeah.
trying to convey those things to people that only have 2 or 3 vapes sometimes gets a weird, like, almost like snobbery to it. And like I never want to embrace like, oh, I've got 300 vapes. I never want to get to that weird snobbery.
Yeah. Well, I noticed too. There's like, I don't think it's just vapes, but I certainly notice it in vapes as well as like tribalism. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I like this. You like this? No. That somehow challenges what I like. And it's just like people choose their teams and stuff like that. And it's just like, man, I'm not on a team. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I like this, I like that, I like this, I like, or some devices, I like this about this one, I like this about that one, or I don't like this about that one, but you do notice that just this like, oh, you like the Vat Bong? Well, then that means you hate the hot rod or something. It's like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
I like them both.
That's weird. And I get really discouraged by that type of society. And it's actually
Yeah.
one of the reasons I kind of set up the 420 Vape Zone Discord, and we've been building the community in a more objective way where we avoid vape politics and we avoid that vape cult kind of tribalism.
That's what it is. It is. And it's, and I don't really know what it is. I just think that's the way that the world is just being geared towards, man. It's just this us and theming of every possible thing. You know what I mean? Like take sports rivalries from like 50 years ago and then just build that for 50 years kind of thing.
Hell yeah, Sneaky Pete.
Thanks, Pete, my man.
Sneaky Pete makes good content. I want to say he mentioned that he always references like our content. Same thing. It's a lovely little loop. Although I gotta say I always avoid his videos right before I'm making a video, because I always feel like when I watch his video, he's making the video that I would have made. Like I feel like, well, Sneaky Pete just did exactly what I was gonna do. So
That's funny, man.
that's what it always feels like when I watch his videos.
Yeah, he does great stuff, man. I love him. Love his work.
But yeah, the tribalism thing, I love it. I love that it brings people together and people can share their desires, passions, and preferences with others, because that makes a great relationship builder.
Yeah,
it brings people together. I've been seeing it in the Discord. People come together and they're building pinkies together, and they're tweaking their flower pots together and talking about the different Dynavet stems and tips, and it's really cool to see the different vape cultures intertwine and blossom.
yeah, that's the good side of it. And and it's strong. It's strong. There's we've got a strong community, and there's more than one. There's a lot of different pockets of the vape communities out there. But no, why are we talking about this, Troy? Why are we bringing this topic up at all?
Because Gpen has kind of a weird reputation in certain enthusiast circles, and it may be deserved to some degree. However, that harsh reputation is several years old at this point, and it comes from a different era of vaporizers and vape to consumer relationships. Even like the space has changed, significantly over and over again, and Gpen has now made a device that's kind of okay. Like I kind of like it, like not to the point where I'm going to carry it and it's going to replace my Mighty or anything. But if some other manufacturer sent me this and it didn't say Gpen on it, I would be like, yo, check out this new $250 vape. That's pretty fucking good for a Conduction heavy hybrid. Right. It's very enjoyable. But now it has the word Gpen on it, and it's like, whoa, really?
So, but that's deserved, and you mentioned that a little bit. Like let's talk about so that people don't think we're forgetting about this stuff. What are some of the gaffes these guys have done that turn off the enthusiasts?
That's a big thing. It turns off the enthusiasts, and we talked about it in the Pam and CK video. Enthusiasts have an expectation of our products to represent vaporizers. Like there a lot of vaporizers, vaporists in the enthusiast space are passionate about vapes. And they only use vapes. They don't smoke. We talked about this last week. How so many vaporists don't smoke, and they almost like shun off smoking. They're proud. They're kind of proud of their commitment, and everybody should try a vape and get that experience. It's going down right now. Some YouTuber made a video saying dry herb vapes should be better, and he talks for 20 minutes about how every vape he's tried, well, it's been enjoyable, and he's tried like the Volcano and a bunch of other relevant vapes. He still prefers smoking because you hit a bowl and it sets you back. Pretty true. Like a vape requires some commitment.
Yeah, we were smoking last week, and it definitely has a quick sit back kind of hit you. So I mean,
dude, we got fucked.
Yeah, dude, that was That was a fun night. So,
We had a lot of
Yeah.
shit on our agenda last week.
Right?
We didn't get to do a lot of it.
Nah, but we did those. We nailed those two out of the park. The joint and the bong. I mean, I'm not gonna hate on smoking. It's not what I'm into, but it does fuck me up. And if I didn't have a vape, it's not like I wouldn't consume. I'd consume whenever I had to. So, yeah. So, but like, I think it started with like some of those early herb pins that
Like the Snoop
more.
Dogg thing.
Yeah, the Snoop Dogg thing. I mean, Snoop Dogg puts his name on this thing that we know everybody's going to go, oh, cool, Snoop vape, going to be good. And they think that's what vaping is. And then they got something that you and I would never use.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
that thing stunk. So,
Because it was
That's
basically a combustion device, right?
yeah, I mean, basically had it on a coil down in there. And, you know, if you had it on low, it would vaporize for a little bit until it got hot enough to burn. And then because it was in direct contact. So, man, I remember being so upset that Snoop put his name on that. I was like, we're gonna have such a hard time combating that when that's what everybody's first vape is, and that's what they think vaporizing is. And what are they gonna think when I show up with something? You know, it's totally different. So that's really why these enthusiasts and we's enthusiasts get pissy or were pissy at companies that put out shitty vapes and then put a lot of money into them, because then everybody out there will hear about it. It puts a name in their head. I talked to somebody just this week who was out at Spanibus, went into the head shops, and they said the only vape that they had a whole bunch of white labels, but there's a bunch of packs because everybody's heard of the packs and they come in insisting on the packs. And that's strictly because they had millions of dollars in marketing money back, you know, 9 years ago, whatever it was. And they just blew it out. They told people it was the best vape on the planet and they believed it. And people like Troy and I were pissed.
Well, it turns the tables against us in a way. Like when people have their first vape experience and it's something bad, something that they're not wanting the experience to be, it makes that person speak illy. Speaks that person is gonna talk shit about vaping to other people, and it happens a lot. Like when I go out and talk to other stoners and go to these sessions and say, hey, I'm a vape guy, you want to try some vapes? And they're like, oh no, man, I've tried. Like, yeah, they all suck, you know. Like that's because vaping hasn't evolved, and we need to kind of fight this old reputation of vaping, and we want our vapes to be a better representation of modern day vapes. Gpen didn't do that for the enthusiasts. The enthusiasts want more. And then Gpen also got counterfeited a lot. So like since Gpen was the brand with marketing, the people making counterfeit vapes and making all the vapes and pumping them out through all the head shops that buy imports, putting Gpen the label on it was easy. Like you see that G on so many brands now, like that. It's a thing.
That'll fuck up a rep right there. Like I know that I've gotten. I remember I had a fake Magic Flight box here once, and it sucked. Like I was like, that would make me hate this product and vaping. And so counterfeit products just fuck everybody. It doesn't matter what counterfeit it is. You know what I mean? So yeah, there was enough of that with them. They definitely suffered from that. But then even their other products, like even the Elite, you know, the Elite was not a bad product. It's just that initially they didn't do much with the mouthpiece, and then later on they did. And you know, that was a product that was good enough for the mass market, but not for people like me and the enthusiasts. It was like, you got to do more than that if you're going to put a bunch of money behind it.
It had bad tastes to it. Yeah. Like every time I tried the Elite, I would taste plastic and taste like the silicone. I'm not sure what they were using, but it tasted not safe to inhale, honestly.
Right.
Like I don't want to hit a vape and it tastes like I'm tasting the vape or burning the vape up. Like, damn, I'm vaping because it's safer and less stinky than smoke. You know, it's been proven that it's safer than smoking. Like smoke has not so good things, and I don't. I want vapor. I want my vapor to be pure. I want to taste the terps and not the tech.
Yep. Speaking of taste, then they put out that fucking Connect.
That's another one. And the Connect is interesting because like you and I walked around Champs and talked to people, and I make a habit out of asking about the Connect. Like, hey, what do you think about the Connect? Because I'm always looking for the opinions of people so I can compare and contrast with my own.
Yep.
And I've learned that people who are dab snobs, like people who buy high quality quartz and bongs, they do not like the Connect.
Yeah.
But people who smoke and dab to dab, they like the Connect. In fact, there's a lot of people that love the Connect because it's easy. They just like charge it and just keep dabbing through it and dabbing through it. You're like, no banger to clean. That's what they say. Like, no banger to clean. But then you ask any dab snob to dab through the Connect and like, it tastes like Reclaim. Every dab tastes like Reclaim because that's essentially what it is. The Reclaim just kind of goes down in the vapor path and just cooks and cooks and cooks.
Yeah. It's, again, they make stuff these days that's good enough for the mass market. Like the mass market loves this shit. You know, like the Elite was good enough. The Connect is great because they look at the form factor and like all the benefits you said, and they don't really care about the taste so much. They just want to get fucked up. That'll do it for you. And so it's a cool product that does some shit, but that's the problem is they don't quite hit the bar for us there, and the mass market, it works for them. I think that's where the conflict is. So
yeah. So
really we need either the mass market to wise up, or we need Gpen to produce something better.
Ariana, Indica Wife, she goes by on YouTube and Instagram. We talked to her, and I remember because she had a dab with the Connect on her Instagram, like oh, she got to LA and a couple of weed tubers picked her up. I forget who they were, but they picked her up at the airport, and she had a dab in the car with the Connect. And I'm like, and I remember we talked about that. I called her out. I asked her, and she was almost like not offended, but she had a really good explanation about that. She was like when I'm at home, I want to dab and have like the best dab experience, but when I'm on the go, I just want to get high, and I don't care. So the Connect, like it's better than a cart. Okay. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's different expectations, different needs, different wants, and that's where the enthusiast crowd kind of stands alone. And so we yell loudly when there's marketing that says a vape's good and it's not, to try to warn the mass market. So we need to do the same when it's the other way around. Here's an opportunity as we play with this Elite 2 to see that here's a product that I'll bet you nobody in the enthusiast space would have given a chance.
No.
I didn't even know it had released, never heard of it when you told me about it. Like, you had it, and I was like, what are you talking about? And then I wasn't interested in it until you told me, no, we really got to check it out.
When they reached out, for one, I was surprised because we have a history, and I know the people from Gpen. I've talked to them. You've been there at the conferences, Jerry, when I've approached the Gpen people and been not treated the way I would like to be treated, in a friendly way. That's all I'm asking. But anyway, I was surprised that they reached out and were like, hey, we're offering to send me this vape to check out, like when they were like looking for my opinion on it. So I was like, okay, well, shit. Well, I wanted to reject it at first because it's a Gpen, but that wouldn't be doing my job.
Right.
I feel that I've built my brand. on representing vapes to the vape market and trying to be objective about it and bringing updated and honest information as well as insight from using all these apparatuses continually.
Continually being the key word there.
I to do my job, I had to check this vape out, and so far it's been very surprising. And did I tell you about the unboxing? I did the unboxing of this, and I recorded it locally, but I was in the 420 Vape Zone Discord in the session because we have like open sessions and shit there. I joined the session, but I had my microphone muted in the session, but I could still hear everybody talking. But I showed them what I was doing as I recorded it. And it went from a talking unboxing, like a talking recording where I was just speaking openly, to a listening unboxing because I couldn't focus on unboxing while listening to all of the rampant hate that was being spewed by people in the sesh.
Wow.
Just like about Gpen and about how shitty they are and blah blah blah. It was wild.
Just from an unboxing, right on. So, and you hadn't even tried it yet at that point.
I hadn't even tried it. I was just like taking it out of the box, and it came in. It came with like a case, like just to do a little thing here. It came with like a case, which is surprisingly nice. Like I don't like it. It fits the thing. It's beyond just having a little elastic thing. Like it's actually a shaped
little shell, little molded shell, and they're usually pretty basic. Their instruction card works, but it's minimal. And usually I have just a charging cable and the vape usually, right? Oh, and here you got the little sleeve that I like too. So
I cut the mouthpiece portion of the sleeve off of mine. So
what are you doing, man? I love it. It's the best feature. It holds the mouthpiece every time I want to do something. It's like it doesn't go anywhere.
So here's the vape without the sleeve. It's very much.
You cut that off.
I know. I didn't. I wish there could have been another way. But there's the buttons. Let me turn this vape on. It turns on with, was it hold 3 seconds?
Yeah, you hold it in for a bit and it turns on. But then it doesn't heat up. It just turns on.
It doesn't heat up. So it does the ariser thing where you turn it on and it doesn't heat up until you do something.
Yeah.
Let's before I use it, I want to show off what this vape is about. It's got a black ceramic zirconia mouthpiece. Whoops. I did pack it full of herb already. Under the mouthpiece, there's a little silicone grommet and a screen, and inside the screen, there, I got it right here. It's a little black ceramic zirconia spiral, and that's your vapor path.
That goes inside a silicone sleeve, so the walls of it are silicone when it goes up through there. But yeah, I didn't taste it, but that's a fact.
Yeah, exactly. So when I took it apart and looked at it, I'm like, okay, I recognize the technology. I know some other vapes that were built on this initially. I was a little disappointed to see so much silicone in this piece right here connecting. Right. Like that's a lot of silicone, especially for the actual vapor path. But
I want to pull that out at some point. Are we going to do it now or later? Do you want to show them now or you want to show them later that the silicone and the path going in there?
That's what I was going to say. I can't show mine because I modified mine already and filled it. I filled it with glass balls.
Oh, I love you. Well, I can show mine then if you want.
Yeah. Well, you remember the V-Leaf Go?
You put glass balls.
The V-Leaf Go initially had the same sort of cooling mouthpiece. They had a little spiral thing in there. I think it was stainless steel though, and it would get so gummed up that it would clog. And this one, I didn't find it that it clogged, but I modified it with the balls anyway, and I like the experience.
Wow. Here, let me show you mine here. So that's the actual mouthpiece, and then this sucker pulls out, and then straight to your mouth. Here, this is just a big silicone sleeve, and then like Troy said, there's the screen here, and on the other side there's that spiral air path that he showed you. So when you pull that out, if I can get it out, oh good, it's going to come out. It's kind of gunky too. You can probably see some gunk coming out.
Oh, good. Show us your gunk, Jerry. Show us how.
Show me your gunk.
Show us how goopy you got.
Can you see that?
Can you hold it up closer to the camera, or can you get?
Well, I had focused this fucker.
Okay.
And I'd had it better set with the lighting, and it's. I'm gonna have to go in and manually do it to make it better. I don't know why I didn't keep it set.
That's fine. We can kind of see that it's lined up with some goop.
Yeah.
But not so like you've been vaping what, a quarter ounce through it, or how much have you put through it there?
I'm on like my 3rd or 4th battery charge.
Okay, so maybe 15 bowls. How many bowls?
That's probably close. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I haven't done any tracking or math or battery on it yet, so I haven't done tons. But yeah, that's probably about, I'd say maybe a dozen or so, something like that.
And this vape, I've found this vape is like a hybrid conduction convection experience. To me, it feels like it has the conduction oomph of a CFX or a CF, but it also has enough convection to kind of give it a hybrid experience. But I still find myself treating it like a conduction vape.
Well, I think that's maybe a little bit of the brilliance of it. You can turn they have a convection boost in here. So it's a conduction vape with convection boost is the way they've kind of approached it in the menu. And when you turn the convection boost off, all you get is a conduction oven without the extra oomph. I noticed I went immediately back to the convection boost.
Me too.
Yeah. So I like that better. But it's definitely what I like about what they've done is that it kind of serves all the needs, where you like that mouth to lung little puff thing, and this thing does that beautifully. I like to take a longer drag, and it does that pretty well too. So whatever they've done has, in the same way that the mighty and the hybrid things work really well, this does it maybe even at a little wider spectrum as far as who could approach it, because it's so good on the short puffs.
Jerry, have you tried whole nugs in this vape yet?
Not yet.
Oh my God. What?
I'm still finding my groove. I think I'm real close.
You should try whole nugs with it tonight, live on the show.
Right. I will.
I saw an Instagram, I think it was Instagram story or reel or something. That high couple, they used to be the high hipsters. Now they're that high couple. I think she had a session with the Gpen Elite 2, and I'm pretty sure she used like a whole nug. She just like put in a nug.
All right.
I'm pretty sure.
My next one will be that then. So, well, I'm gonna turn this puppy on. I'm probably start at about 380, I think. How about you?
Well, mine's set at 420, which is what I've been using it at.
Right.
Let me turn it on.
It flies through the temps pretty quickly at 10 per.
I didn't notice until Mr. Bubble Stacks pointed it out to me that the little vent right here, the air intake right here, is like where your thumb would sit. So if you hold it like this, your thumb kind of serves as like a carb.
A little bit of throttle right on.
I don't know if it changes the experience or not, but
I don't. The only beef I have so far with this thing is that when I restrict those intake holes, it does not
convect,
like it doesn't shut down. Like air still comes in through something. So then it's not.
Then you don't know where you're getting the air from.
Yeah, and in their marketing, they talk about how, oh, it's this patent pending isolated air path shit, and I'm going, I don't understand the patent pending part, but it's not even isolated as best I can tell. So I'm not sure. I haven't torn one open yet. I do have one to tear open, and I'm going to find out. But that's the only thing that I think is a little weird.
So that was me doing a longer inhale like the way you do, and it still worked.
On what temp?
420.
I started at 380.
I can hit it like the mighty even.
You mean with a longer drag? Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. It doesn't taste or feel like the mighty with the longer drag. And I don't like the conduction vapor at that vapor rate. Because it has the conduction robustness to it.
On the lower temps, I get a real good terp burn. Like at 380, I definitely got that back of the throat burn. You know what I'm talking about? It does that well. And it's starting to do something on my second hit at 380 as far as visible.
380.
Yeah. Great size though. Like it feels good. It's got a good weight. It's attractive. The screen's nice. Yeah, the buttons are cool. I'm not a super fan of the buttons. I always end up on the wrong one, you know, or it doesn't quite. I don't know. I can't just put my finger on it and find it. I have to look at it and make sure, okay, I'm on the plus one and not one of the other two. So
yeah, I get that.
Other than that, I think it's got a stir tool on the bottom, which I like. It's got USB-C. Have you tracked the battery life? How does it do for you? Do you know?
I've been getting like 4 or 5. I think it's 5, but I haven't done the post-it note test on it yet. Usually I'll stick a post-it note to it on a fresh charge and do the tally marks, but I haven't got to that yet.
That's not a whole lot though. How does the shutoff thing work? Like it doesn't have a timer that you can see.
You can
right?
change it if you get into the settings, which I think is 5 clicks of the power button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, it must be 5. All right, so yeah, then we go down to there's convection boost, which we talked about. Session timer, that's what you're talking about. You hit the power button on that. Okay, so mine's set to 5 minutes, which is the longest. I didn't know that. So there's no real session timer that you can watch on the screen.
No.
Which, come on, that's a beautiful big screen. We should have that on here.
That's true. That's true. It would be a good place because it has the little heat up bar,
which is redundant. I can
It
tell
is a
it's
little
heating
redundant.
up. I can tell it's heating up by both the numbers and the circle. I don't need a fucking coffee cup thingamajig too. There's 3 indicators right there to tell me it's heating up. That's redundant.
Well, is the ring now a session timer? Like, does it count down?
No.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. You can keep watching. See, mine is lower than yours at 380. See, mine's at 380 and it's not as far around as yours.
Oh, because it's representing the temperature still.
Yeah. So we got 2, and then the coffee things are still there. I hadn't spent a whole lot of time contemplating this display, but those little rays at the top to tell me that the heater's on. That's just silly. There's 3 things here to tell me what's going on. This should be a session timer. We got the battery meter. Yeah, I put a session timer in the upper left corner is what I would do.
It is pretty warm. The vape gets pretty warm on my second bowl now. Like first bowl, I didn't notice the heat.
Okay. Are you going naked or you got the...
I'm naked right now. I'm naked. The vapor's naked. I like it naked, honestly. The glove feels good, but I didn't like the taste of the feel of the glove on my lips. That's what bothered me about it. That's why I cut the mouth flap off. It had a flap. It had a flap on top of it.
Guys, the flap is fucking genius. Look at this. What the flap, if you want to get into the oven, will hold your mouthpiece so that you can, because otherwise you got to do something with that mouthpiece. And B, if you don't like how it feels, you can just slip it off and still use it. So
yeah, but then it's flopping around there like a ball sack. And every time you hit it, it feels like a ball sack hanging in the chin.
none of this stuff bothers me. I love everything about this. I absolutely love this little thing, no matter what you do with it. I don't care if it's dangling or holding or in your mouth. It's all works.
Jerry loves the ball sack on his chin. Just kidding. It's not pricey. Well, it is pricey. It's $250, which we're gonna get into some comparisons here in a few minutes where we'll break out vapes that are within the same price range or cheaper that offer different experiences that may be better for you. So still, this thing at $250, it's a high-end price tag. Like that pits it up against some high-end vapes.
You're right. Before we do that, do we want to show the clip that we didn't show?
Oh shit, did we miss a clip?
Yeah, check us out there, man.
Oh yeah.
If I'm going like for heavy dose, then I'm with the hot rod at the moment, the old head hot rods. Just love it. I love the feel of it, the look of it. It's just a beautiful piece of machinery, and it really delivers. You know, like heavy hitter.
George has got some balls over there, right on.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the hot rod as well. I love the bowl. The bowl is a kind of a game changer for me because it keeps the screen flat, and like maintaining the screen, having a few screens, they never get frayed, they never get poked up. I'm in love with that aspect of it.
Yeah, it's an interesting one because I was actually, that's another thing I was not convinced by originally, the wooden bowl. I was like, well, hold on a sec. We've got a bowl now out of a fully combustible material. You know, it doesn't sound like a good idea. And then when you first start using it, you've got all that kind of beeswax smoking off. And it's like, okay. And I spoke to Brian. I was like, what's the deal with this? It's kind of smoking off. There's like this oil or something coming from the wood. And I was like, is there a way this can be dealt with in factory before I get it? Because I'm not sure I want to be inhaling this beeswax vapor. But, you know, he kind of explained it to me. He was like, you know, this is a curing process. It's like, you know, people are going to want to go through this themselves. And, you know, there's other benefits to the wood to do with kind of the heat retention and the, you know, that kind of stuff, the insulation that the wood provides. And actually, you know, having gone through those little questions in my mind and just using it, you know, day in, day out, I'm totally on board with that too. So it goes to show that these people who are sitting at home watching our videos and watching what's going on in the vape world, reading Fuck Combustion and Reddit and what have you, you know, they're making a judgment based on what they're seeing. But even we who know, you know, we've been in this business for years, we know what we're talking about. Even we can make snap judgments based on the first few uses of a device that don't bear out in the long term, you know? So take it from us, you know, you can't make a judgment until you've tried a device.
So Troy's got this stash, right? It's beautiful. Looks like a map of the world or something. It's unreal. But that's not even my favorite part. It's what he keeps inside. Not the nugs. On the other side, he's got a custom purple Galaxy Burl twisty stem from Simrell. That is the shit. Look at this thing with all those eyes and the offset airport. And he's got it paired with a rhodium tipping cap. This thing's a work of art. You see him out and about with this thing, do me a favor and take it. Find me and give it to me. I want that fucking thing.
That's hilarious. It's hilarious. Boing.
Man, I want that stem, man. That's a beautiful stem, man. That's fucking funny.
Your other commercial was hilarious too, by the way. With the dynamics rolling and the sounds.
Rhodium, barium. Those are fun to do, man. I like that, man.
Loved it.
Did a good job with those.
Yeah, you guys did really good work there. Really good work.
Yeah. We were supposed to play that earlier because it was going to fit in with the shit we were
Yeah.
talking about earlier.
Yeah, we fucked it. Whoops. But
Yeah,
snap
so-
judgments, lots to talk about on those snap judgments. We didn't really talk much about snap judgments, but
Well, I think you snap judge this little fucking dongle thing. Here is what you did.
I just did.
I love it, Troy. I love it.
For one, I didn't realize the benefit that you're showing. Like when you open it up and having it be right there.
Yeah.
I was not aware at all of that benefit whatsoever. It completely blew by. I just did not like the feel of it on my lips, and I much preferred to see and feel the shiny black zirconia because it's
pretty.
beautiful.
It's
and
pretty.
it feels great on the lips.
Yeah.
You know, it's a great. Not when you hit it on your tooth though, that fucking hurts. But
That's why they put this on it.
that's why you put the pad in on there.
Yeah.
That's why I wear the helmet.
This one's for the beavers.
Oh fuck. So yeah, I
Get us
cut
back
mine
on
off.
track, Troy. Get us back on track.
I cut mine off. Mine said someone in the chat said mine is circumcised.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. I've got the hood. You don't. I'm gonna call it the hood. It's the hood, man.
G-damn. Gpen. All right, so
The hood.
as we were just talking about, this thing is $250. And if this is like let's break this shit down because $250 is a lot of bones to spend.
Yeah.
I don't think any enthusiast is gonna go out and buy this, and I don't think they should, unless they want to prove us right or wrong and want to test the Gpen experience themselves.
Yeah.
It doesn't really offer anything that these vapes don't already do for most of us.
Yeah.
It's kind of
On
like
the vapor side.
It's like a PAX with a convection boost.
It is size wise too. I mean, it really is kind of, I mean, you know, it's a small little dude. So I mean, you're right as far as yeah, there you go. See that? It's thicker and a little taller, but it's, you know, it's in the same ballpark. It feels similar when you hold it.
Yeah.
So on a PAX 3, the PAX 3 complete kit is $250 and comes with an app and a concentrate insert. The Elite 2 specifically says do not use concentrates. It's for dry herb only.
Dry herb only.
No app. And as we just mentioned, comes with a brilliantly designed triple redundant screen, so you always know when the heater's on.
But it has like Wi-Fi connection.
What
So,
the
like,
fuck is that? I don't know anything about that. Like, how do you even do it?
I don't know. I haven't figured that out. And the manual that I have, it has none of it.
Nothing. Yeah.
The manual that I have didn't even have the 5-click thing. I had to Google that. Like I had to read their
manual
online.
online. Is there an online manual that addresses the Wi-Fi on here?
Maybe.
But I still think it doesn't do anything more than update itself. It's not like you can get in there and fuck with stuff, right?
I don't know because I was talking to Chill Mike about this, and their wording on their website gets a little bit, you know, marketing spinny.
Yeah.
But sometimes the words they use can be ambiguously interpreted as overlapping things to mean different things to the enthusiast or people that like know the ins and outs of the convection and the controls, and because there was some wording on their site that alluded to like independently controlled power and stuff like that, but in reality you just have like a convection boost. You can turn your convection in and out, and there's not really thermal control. You're just taking it away.
Well, I don't understand it. Like, there was nothing anywhere to help me figure out what that shit was for. And I don't know, man. The heating. My bottom
did you show
line
the
on the
stir stick,
thing.
by the way?
What's that? No, yeah, show the stir stick down. It's a decent stir stick. I mean, it's a stir stick. What are you gonna do? But
Well,
it goes in real well. USB-C.
Oh yeah, it's USB-C. Forgot to show that. Whoops.
There you go.
I'm gonna show this bowl that I vaped basically 2 sessions on. Oh, that's how you lose stir sticks right there, people.
Show
Set
us
it
your
down.
ab. Yeah, it's got a spot for it.
But it's hard to do without turning the vape over, and I don't want to turn the vape over until I'm ready to dump the ABV in my hand.
Oh, that's dark. Nice. Is that an entire session at 400 plus?
That's actually 2 sessions at 420.
Holy
and it won't focus
shit!
because my eyes
You mean
are there.
10 minutes? That was in there for 10 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I vaped the shit out of that bowl.
Damn. I get through mine in less than 5. Like I haven't had this thing time out on me. Maybe once.
I normally only do one bowl on it because the second bowl is for one, it gets me too stony, which I'm down.
Yeah.
That's hello. But 2, it also doesn't taste as good. But that weed kind of tasted pretty good at that super roast.
Right on.
Had like a purpley, dark purple, like Merlot oak kind of taste.
Yeah, that does sound good.
Yeah, and to be honest, it was a taste that I hadn't pulled out of this strain.
Come on, Troy. This is for you.
What you got?
We're going nugs.
Oh yeah, you're doing the whole nugs. Perfect.
Just cramming that fucking nug in there.
A whole nug in there. So
piece
in
on
theory, you
top
should be able to vape on it for a sesh, and then use the poker tool to break it up if needed, and then probably get a few more hits out of it. You tell us.
Yeah, let's see.
I should try this. You don't get to vape alone,
Right?
I can experience this too, right?
You sure can. Ain't nobody saying you can't. You do you.
It's the Troy and Jerry show, after all.
I'm setting 370 though out of the gate because I do want to enjoy this flavor. This flavor. Ooh, what's inside that? Is that the the hygrometer or whatever that thing's? What are those called?
It is a hygrometer.
Yeah, that's the noisy part. There we go. It does vibrate when it gets to temperature. It does something funky. It goes bip, bip, bip. Kind of cool though. So it does the vibrating too. Which means there's 4 ways to know that you're at temperature now. Holy shit, Tribe. I'm hacking this one particular point all night. I hadn't noticed it till right now.
I noticed that, Jerry.
We have a battery meter, and then everything else about this vape is dedicated to tell me whether it's a temp or not.
So Troy gets triggered by latex lips. Jerry gets triggered by redundancies in user interface.
Yeah, UI issues piss me off. UI issues piss me off. This one in particular. Because this is not some little company over there that's just making shit, and this is one of 50 they threw at a wall. You know what I mean? These guys have plenty of people over here to see through on some of this shit. And nobody sat there and looked at it and said, how much time's left in my session? And then stopped and said, well, it's telling me this one thing 4 times. Why don't we trade one of those for nobody said that in any of their shit. You know what I mean? It's like
you're the first. Maybe they can change it. I bet they can change it. Wi-Fi updates. It has the Wi-Fi's, Jerry.
Yes, let's whiffy this fucker out of here. Can we do that?
I was going to make another joke now. I forgot what it was.
I'm getting mouthfuls of flavor off this nugget.
So, okay. I'm going to try the whole nugget experience as well. I should have showed you the nug before I stuffed it in there, but it's Bruce and Vapor now. I'm going to try it.
At 420, you're going up there? I love you, man. You don't even just play. Dang, you got that right off the gate. Derpy little nugs. I'm stoked you're doing that, man. And you're telling me to do it. That's fucking progress, bro. Fucking progress right there.
There was a discussion going down in the Discord a few days ago. Someone was talking about the whole nug experience and how it's like tastier, and it's often defined as like tastier. That's one of the words that gets thrown around, and I like to dive into the difference a little more. And I pondered it, I incubated it in my head. I'm like, it's not really tastier. It's just different, and I think it's optimized in a way where it avoids certain tastes that some people do not like or don't find as palatable, like those burnt popcorn tastes. The whole nug experience kind of skips out on some of them because it forces like the breakup stir technique.
Interesting.
You know, that's just how it's-
Anybody? Well, I'm not sure, but I think a decent amount of why a nugget session retains taste throughout so much of the session is because it's a slower unfolding of what's inside. You know, it's still all held within its organically compounded state, and it takes a little more to release that out if you don't go in there and crunch it. And then when you crunch it, even up till then, it was a slow release. So that might have a little bit to do with the taste. Does anybody in there talk about potency at all? Does that come up in any conversations?
Not when they're talking about the whole nug experience. Not that I've seen, but
I propose that whole nugget sessions in the end are a little more intense. Nothing's left behind in the grinder. You got everything that plant had to offer, and that little bit of that little bit of nugget. If you thoroughly vape it,
vape it.
I have felt like I was in a more intense place at the end of a nugget than another when I've vaped the same strain for weeks. So check that out. I want to know what you think of that. All this nugget talk's got me stoked. All right, we got to start comparing it to vapes.
It's a lot better after the stir.
Yeah, you'll get your oomph after that.
But now my screen's clogged or something. Oh no, maybe I just packed a lot of that was a pretty big nug that I stuffed in there. Here's a problem.
Yeah. Oh, mine's off. That's why it's down.
So yeah, for $250, you're putting yourself in the price range of the PAX 3 and the Da Vinci IQ2 as comparable class conduction vaporizers.
Yeah, and the IQC, it's in between the two of them, so you can take your pick as to which one you wanted to notice.
Yeah, I think the IQC is what just fell off my table a few minutes ago.
That's the one we'll go with then. That's the one I have ready to roll. I think after I finish this nugget session, I'll pack these others in the meantime. I'll go ahead and do a PAX 3 Elite 2 IQC side-by-side extravaganza.
That's going to shut you down for the night. Hitting the PAX and the IQ and this thing, that's a lot of conduction. Conduction is going to give you that stonier high, Jerry.
Yep. You know what? I'm ready for it. Because then after that, it's going to be the Elite 2 versus the Crafty. At least the Crafty, maybe more.
Yeah. Yeah. But for the conduction, like the mouth to lung vapes, the pack still has a few really good things going for it. Like you said, the concentrate option, which I think is laughable. Like I would never use the concentrate adapter. Again, I've talked to plenty of people who use it and enjoy it and are thrilled that they can buy a gram of dabs and vape it on the go with this thing. Just having a little micro sesh with concentrates. And I can't argue with that. Like on paper, it fucking works. It's just not for me.
Yeah. For the mass market that is interested in a PAX for dry herbs, those people are fine with the way that kind of thing works. You know what I mean? They get concentrates even less than they get dry herbs, and most of them using dry herbs couple times a week, maybe. So it's perfect for that thing. But like you said, if there's going to be any volume of concentrate consumed, get something else to augment.
Yeah. But comparing it to the PAX 3, the PAX 3 has a bigger bowl. Like you would pack more weed in here to make it work the same way, right? You would pack this with maybe 0.3 or 0.5 up to a half gram. Like I use the half pack oven here, which it comes with the full kit, but it doesn't come with the budget kit anymore, from what I remember. I really like the half gram or the half pack oven lid with the packs, because you can pack less weed, but it's still more weed per bowl than this.
Yeah, easily. Maybe eat twice easily. Like my typical bowl in the Elite 2 is about half what I would pack in a PAX 3. So the half pack oven that you use is probably a perfect little comparison on herb to herb.
Yeah. The PAX is fun to carry, and I don't know if it gets as hot as the Gpen. We're still on the third bowl of the Gpen now, so it's hard to gauge the heat factor.
Yeah. 3. I think I'm on my second or third as well. It's getting warm.
I think they're all. I think this is probably more shareable than the PAX. Like I know I've passed the PAX, and you have to tell people just to sip on it, because if people have the lungs to rip through it, they'll overpower it, and they won't get as much vapor as they could be getting. But with the Gpen, those same people who would just rip through it, now they're just going to get a big cloud.
That's true. I mean, that's kind of what I like about how they've almost widened the gap a little bit on the spectrum of hit styles that will fall right in there and get a good hit. And it's great for your style of little sipping and puffing. And it even works well for what I like to do with the longer drags. I think it's better with your style of the shorter stuff than it is the longer stuff, because I can't overpower it. I mean, it's not a monster convection boost. It's just some help. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't rip like the Mighty. Like there's if you hit it like the Mighty, it's gonna give you not a Mighty hit. It's gonna give you a big hit, but it's not the same fluffy full vapor that the Mighty goes to, which I'm gonna get to now, because for $280, right? 287 or something, you can get a Mighty OG after coupon. Maybe $290. I don't know what the fucking price is, but yeah, it's cheap compared to what a Mighty used to cost you. And
it's down there. You're right. After the coupon, it's down there.
And if you're not looking for that robust blunt style vaporizer, that mouth to lung, puff puff pass kind of conduction, a lot of people will get more enjoyment out of something like the Mighty, I think, or the Crafty Plus.
Well, if you're going to break that out now, then I'm going to have to bring the Crafty Plus into the lineup as well. So I'm going to have 4 vapes going here.
Oh shit! You're gonna octopus arm it. Are you packing a conduction vape? Is that what you're doing right now?
Well, I just did the IQC, and then I've got the PAX 3 and the Elite and the Crafty Plus. We'll do all those.
Oh damn!
That's going to be murder on my throat, because you just never stop. You just hit.
Yeah, hit. Yeah, you're gonna be coughing out a tonsil.
All right, well, somebody get ready to catch. Get ready to catch my tonsils, please. And what are you packing, the Mighty or the Crafty Plus?
I mean, I have my Mighty Plus here because my Mighty OG is not charged because I can't find the charging cable.
That's his problem, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, now that I've abandoned the Mighty OG for the Mighty Plus, because the Mighty Plus has USB-C charging. I have no reason to leave that thing plugged in where it used to always be plugged in. That's what I used to do with it. Like I didn't want to lose it, so I always leave it plugged in here at my desk.
As soon as you unplug it, now you don't know where it is. That's why you had it plugged in for 5 years, right? Or however long it was.
Yeah, I mean it would move around from time to time, but it would basically always be somewhere.
So
Like it was one of the things that would have a home to some degree. But sometimes I would move it, and that's when I would lose it. Like I want to vape while watching TV, but my Mighty's dead. Oh, I'll take the charger and plug it in on the kitchen counter and then run the cord along the couch, and then ta-da. And then 3 days later, I'm like, where the fuck is my charger?
shit. And then you really don't find it for like 4 months, right?
Well, not with the Mighty. With the Mighty, I would have to, backtrack and figure it out. But yeah, the Arizer products, I lost the charger for my Solo, and went several months. I had to buy a new one just to make some content about it at one point.
That sucks. That was your reason.
Yeah, I think it was for one of our shows. We were doing like, I don't know. Actually, I don't remember what it was, but I remember buying. I bought it on eBay instead of on Puff It Up, or because like on eBay it was like $3. But on Puff It Up or whatever, it was like 17.
Yeah, $3. We gotta love that eBay, man. What the fuck you getting on eBay for? $3.
Something that they imported from Alibaba for 40 cents.
That's it. So is your Mighty or whatever you're doing packed? Or your vapes?
No,
packed?
dude, my limbs have turned into octopus tentacles, and right now the little suction cups on my tentacle portions are like kind of stuck together.
All right, well then you just watched me pack 4 vapes, so get with it, man. I'm ready to roll here, man. Pack your 2. Let's get it going. Unsuction those cups. Get those, loosen the limbs.
All right, what do you got vaping on? What are you rolling with?
I've got a fucking stellar lineup. How's that? Crafty Plus, Pax 3, IQC, and the Elite 2. We're gonna run all of these real quick here. We're gonna run them out. And I'm gonna vape these like I like to vape them. Like I have a different way of doing each one. So on the Crafty Plus, I will temp step with the 3 onboard program temps. With the Pax 3, I turn it on, and it's either going to go right into an efficiency mode, or I'll just put it on temp 3. This IQC will be on Smart Path 3 and then end on 4, and then the Elite will be on 390 and end on 430. So I'll start medium and end high on all of them.
Okay, but you said you're going to temp step on your hybrid devices.
I'll temp step on all of them, but I do it the way I like to based on each device.
Okay, can you go through your lineup? We'll make this all one big repack. Can you go through your lineup again and point out which ones are conduction, and then you got the packs.
Mm-hmm. So
and the IQ.
Yeah, the Pax 3 and the IQC are the conduction vapes here.
Hold them up.
This one's going to start off on temp 3 and then probably go to 4. This one I'll start off on Smart Path 3 and end on Smart Path 4. These are nice vapes, man. I love this. The small is great, but I like how this feels. It's almost like I'd rather hold a Solo 2 than an Air. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like holding an IQC more than the Pax 3. Not that I complain about the Pax 3, but it just has a good feel to it. Anyhow, and then the Crafty Plus here has 3 onboard temperatures, so you don't have to pull out your app. It's 356, then 383 and 410 Fahrenheit. And I'm going to run those. I'll start on the lowest and bump up. So I'll have 3. And then
But
this
there's
one
no
I'll
temp
start
display
up.
on there.
No temp display. It's just, yeah, it's just you just got to know what you're doing by pushing the buttons.
Yep.
And then on this one, I will start at 390. And we will all know through 4 different ways when it gets to that temperature and is ready to go. And then after that, I'll bump it up to 430. And this is probably these are the 2 hybrids. But yeah, they're marketing this as a hybrid, which I think is interesting that somebody's going to market a vape as a hybrid. So anyhow, have you packed? Are you ready? Is it time?
I packed my Mighty, man, and then I was gonna pack the Rogue as an option as well, because that one's 160 in terms of like what the budgets come in at.
Let's do it. I got my Rogue right here too, man. I've even got a little coolie stem on it that I like. Fuck it. If I'm going 4, let's go 5.
That's a lot of vapes,
Right?
Jerry.
It's gonna tap my ass out.
There's the IQC. Son of a bitch. Found it. Found my IQC. And it's with the Rogue. Huh. Those 2 vapes ran off. They're like, we're getting the fuck out of this video.
This guy's a dick. I'm out of here, man.
He's got the glasses on. Now's our chance to animate.
That's right.
And of
Well,
course,
cool. Let's just add another. That's fun, man.
some asshole left a
Yes,
dirty
of
bowl
course.
in my Rogue. So
Of course.
Rogue, and a little tiny vape. Let me empty this into my portable from Old Head Technology, the portable debowler.
So the
this
Rogue,
thing-
I'll probably do like the Elite 390 and then up to 4 top.
for a size reference here, so we can do a size comparison. So I fidget with the mouthpiece every time. That's another benefit of leaving that hood on, because every time I go to put it on, I put it on one of the other 4 ways. There's 4 ways that it can try to go on, but only one correct way. Here's
But
a size
the hood
comparison.
keeps it aligned. The hood keeps it in the right direction all the time.
Yeah, the hood.
Now we got to get you another hood. You're gonna love it. You're like, oh, this thing's great. Oh,
I don't know, man. Maybe I should have just cut like the top portion. Maybe I should have circumcised the hood rather than just cutting the whole hood off. Anyway.
you could have done that. You could have,
Alright,
yeah, you could have totally done that. You could have snipped. Oh, ouch! But yes,
So you got 4 vapes. Can I
5.
just 5? Fuck, can I borrow a couple?
I think you got plenty, bro.
I mean, I got the Mighty, and I got
Uh-huh.
I got another Gpen bowl packed.
Uh-huh. Got the Rogue.
Oh, where's
You got
my
your
sh-
packs. Did you pack your packs?
Let me see if the packs is packed.
And then an IQ or an IQ something, IQC, IQ2. You got one of those? Yeah, you just pulled it off the shelf.
Let me. I should
Probably
have
got
pulled
a
out.
load in it.
Should have pulled out a bigger nug.
Yeah, you gotta grind that up.
Sorry, Jerry. I'm a little bit.
Don't worry about it. Now I get to watch you get ready.
Put a nug in the Brilliant Cut grinder here.
Yeah.
Big old monster. Homegrown. All right, I'll go fast. That way, we're not waiting too long. You can beatbox. Actually, don't beatbox.
No, I'm gonna take a nap, man. I'm tired.
You're gonna take a nap. I told you those conduction bring you the Z's.
I'm fucking with it.
So someone bought a Brilliant Cut and they were disappointed that they couldn't grind with one finger, because I always do like the one finger thing. I do that after I do the hard part. Like I do that to display how quickly it is to get to the easy part. I don't intend to portray that you can take a nug or a gram. Some people are like putting like an eighth. They're putting like 3 grams worth of nugs into their Brilliant Cut, and then like right, Nimmy? I can't grind with one finger.
One finger now.
I mean, I can kind of.
Come on.
No.
No, especially after like this has gone longer than a year without a cleaning, and now I have some of the best stickiest stuff I've ever come across. So I give it some good grease before I start going easy on it. And I still pick at it because this stuff is so sticky.
Yeah, my grinder is far from clean right now.
Yeah, that's ready to get sticky. Nice. That's what I'm talking about right there.
All right.
Grinders for life. Brilliant cut. Brilliant cut. Grinders for life.
Oh man. So I'm packing the PAX 3. I got the Rogue. I got the Mighty. Should have packed all these beforehand. That would have been planning at its best. I'm happy that I charged them. You know.
Yeah, they're all charged. Mine are. I'm pretty stoked. It's not all. I had to charge them.
Oh, it's so sticky that it just sticks to my fingers. My weed's too sticky to be packed into the packs this way.
How sticky is it? Too sticky.
It's so sticky.
Too sticky for the packs.
Yeah, here's my nastiest brush, by the way.
That's your bitch brush. Let's take a look. Oh, that's beautiful. Damn, that looks like right out of the package for me. Damn, that's perfect.
It probably is. I just grabbed one.
The fuck? Here's mine again. I don't know if you can see it. But see it. Yeah, look at that. That's mine again. Come on.
When I gave stores a bunch of shit for not including the brush with the Crafty Plus, not only did they change the Crafty Plus packaging to include the brush again, they also sent me like 23 packs of their brushes.
They made sure you have brushes, motherfucker. And yet you've fully ruined a good handful of them with the Mighty. I mean, you've put them to use. You've fucking done it. So you needed them. All right, what else? You got the IQ something?
The IQ, I'm going to pack the Rogue.
Oh, the
right
Rogue.
now.
I got the Rogue.
Rogue's a quick, easy pack.
Yeah,
super quick. You can scoop it in there.
Scoopity-doo.
Tap it in there. It's because the Rogue, you don't pack it tight. Like the packs, you got to like kind of pack it in there.
Yeah.
And pack your bowl. With the Rogue, since the Rogue is more convection, you don't want to do that. You're going
OG mouthpiece on that puppy, right on.
Yep. Not doing any of the fancy mouthpieces.
There's shit in there, isn't there? No, it's open. It's clean.
It's empty, bro.
I was ready for you to have a nasty oven on there, man.
Thank you.
That's clean.
Previous Troy for hold up. Let me make sure that there's a battery and there's a charge.
I was gonna say you just pulled it off the shelf.
It's 5 clicks.
Yep.
Okay, it's not working.
Yeah, so don't bother with that one then unless you got another battery. You got another battery laying around or no?
I swear I charged it, but I guess it was in line to charge.
Yeah, fuck it. All right, we can go.
I fucked it.
Well, you ready?
I am now. I guess now I just got to like turn the packs on, which is...
Yeah, I'm going to turn some vapes on. I'm going to start here and just go down the line. You're going to be at 390, baby. I love doing this kind of shit, man. It's so much fun.
This one's got a charge. All right, this one's got a charge. Cool. The Rogue is charged. Oh, man, we're four bowl in it, Jerry. This is a good way to end the show.
That's what I'm talking about.
To end the night.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right. Good. Ooh, air vibes. Vibes are vibing. My packs.
This IQC is not coming on right now. It came on earlier. Let me see here.
What the fuck?
Okay, that one's going. Let's get the Crafty on. This one's fucking with me. It turned on earlier too.
The IQ?
Yeah, fucker turned on earlier.
I packed my packs too tight. Man, it's cranking. It tastes delicious. This Pinot Noir, I'm not used to tasting it with a conduction oomph. I've been even though I've been hitting it with the flower pot, which has some conduction assistance with that bowl, you don't really get the same conduction taste as you would from a conduction portable.
Well, my IQC's out too, bro. Yours and mine are both out.
Yeah. Sound difference. Sound difference alert. You hear that?
Well, I heard that. I heard it on mine too. Yeah.
Yeah, the Rogue is noisy. Like inhaling through it, you can hear it. It is emphasized by the microphone being right here. It's like if you're in a sesh or something, people will still hear it, but it won't be like, no, what the fuck is that?
Damn. Hey, now they're all up there.
Yeah, honestly, I'm preferring the Conduction over the Rogue right now with this strain.
Fucking hey. Okay, here we go.
Oh, but the Mighty. Oh. Mighty delivers that fluff. It's
Right.
a fluffy, magical goodness. It's the fluffy magical Mighty.
Yeah, the Stores and Bickle shit's crushing it.
Oh, I gotta hydrate. I encourage you to hydrate, Jerry. Everyone else too.
Fucking elite. Clouds up. God damn this thing.
What? Oh, man. What's clouding up? What's
The elite.
mine turned off? That's when the first one I turned on.
Motherfucker.
Did my battery die?
I don't know. Rogue's a good hit. Crafty's better in every way on that.
Yeah, totally.
And then these two, I think the elite's more paxy than crafty, if that makes sense.
What?
I think the elite is more like the pax than the crafty.
The elite is closer to the packs than the crafty
Yeah.
in terms of vapor taste and
Yeah, just the whole hit and everything. Feels more conduction-y. Okay, fuck you.
Ooh.
Back on.
what? Ooh. Oh, I got 4 vapes going, and I'm only holding 2 of them. I forgot about the packs.
I'm gonna put the crafty up to its first boost temp.
I packed the pack too tight, and then it just fell asleep because I wasn't hitting it. Jerry's dancing and coughing, pooping his pants.
That's too many hits back to back to back to back to back to back.
What? Wait, no.
Motherfucker. Oh, shit. Damn, Troy.
What?
He's fucking all these back-to-back hits.
Everything's vibrating.
Everything's vibrating.
What?
Fuck yeah. Crafty all day long. This one. I like the elite. No, it's off. Fuck all that guy. It's like juggling vapes.
Look who won my reach test.
Mighty. Not surprised.
I found myself with 1 vape in my hand.
Jeez, let's turn all these up now. Everybody's turning up.
Everybody turn up.
You go to 4. You time
What?
to go to 4:30. Oh, wrong one. See these buttons on this thing. Fuck with me,
What?
right? Troy doesn't know what I'm doing. This one you got to go triple
Triple.
click that fucker. And you, we gotta go up with you at 4. Okay, so everything's maxed out now, and I'm just waiting for him to get there. Fuck.
Did I time travel? It seemed like you already said all of those things and did all of the things and turned your vapes on.
Yeah, you did. You did. You time traveled. Here we go.
I like the
make sure
mighty.
things don't fall fucking asleep.
I like the mighty. I'm gonna turn off my desktops and go back to the mighty only for a while.
Even at your desk.
I think so.
Ooh, that's nice.
I think I might stop vaping weed here at my desk and start vaping weed like in the front yard or something.
Wake up. Shit, it can't keep them all on, man.
Yeah, that. Boink. My might is still on.
I like the taste of the Elite on 430 better than the PAX 3 on 4. Yeah. I'm still going to grab the Crafty out of all these, man. Every time.
It's
Don't fall
interesting.
asleep on me.
I'm not gonna fall asleep on you.
Well,
Am I-
Crafty did.
Nah.
Motherfucker. Jesus, these things are just killing me. And stay the fuck on. Ooh.
I feel like my soul is doing cartwheels in the tunnel of love.
I feel like my throat's getting dragged down the tunnel. And not of love.
Sorry to hear. Sorry to hear, Jerry.
That's why I vape through water on a desktop all the time.
Yeah, that's why the vapes like the Gpen Elite 2 and these other conduction vapes aren't in the arsenal of vaporists who vape daily all day. It's just not the style of vape that suits the throat. Unless you're also smoking cigarettes or something like that, which seemed weird.
I like that it gives you a little peace sign when you turn it off.
Yeah, I like that too.
That's kind of cool. Jesus.
I like vapes that are implementing a little hello, goodbye. One of them says ciao. Which one says ciao? It always reminds me of you.
Fuck.
What is it? Oh, I think it's the legacy, the Air Vape Legacy says ciao.
Ooh. It does. I like that then.
I don't think we're supposed to talk about it though, so rewind that. You didn't hear it.
What? I didn't hear nothing. Oh man. So once again, the winner here is me. That's how you fucking vape. And I would get this one first. And then probably one of these two. And
They all look the same. You're just like pointing at, like, what's that Mystery Science Theater 3000 where like their little heads are just sticking up? They're all just like black dicks coming up from the bottom.
You can't. Fuck. All right. Well,
You're just like this dick fuck man, this dick fuck man, this dick.
That's fucking great. Okay, so yeah, like you like the Mighty. I like the Crafty Plus best out of all these.
Yeah, which it would have been
Surprise,
for me to pack. I charged this one. This one's fucking charged.
right? Then what's next? I mean, how about where do you put out of these three? Like the Elite, the PAX 3, or the Rogue? Which one are you gonna grab?
It's hard to put the Rogue in there because with the Mighty Crafty winning that style of vapor already,
Right. I felt the same way. It was like it was very different. Those two versus these two. Like between these two, what would you do then?
between like the PAX 3 and the Gpen Elite 2.
PAX 3 complete kit. And again, you don't care about that shit, but it does come with the half pack lid. So
Yeah, and PAX is a really good warranty.
mm-hmm.
So that's something to factor in there when you're comparing the Gpen with the PAX.
Mm-hmm.
I think the PAX does it have a 10-year warranty still?
On this particular one we're talking about, the expensive model.
What does Gpen do for a warranty? Like 2 or 3 years?
I think it's 3 years, maybe, or if you've registered. I thought it was 3 when I looked at it, but don't quote me on that, man. I do not remember. It's probably 2 or 3.
I know part of Gpen's reputation came from their customer service and their warranty problems. I know there's a lot of horror stories out there. I don't have any information on whether that's better, and I have no personal experience with it whatsoever, honestly. I do have some experience with PAX customer service, and I also know that there are a lot of wonderful stories out there referring to PAX's customer service, like people having problems with their PAX and getting like a new PAX,
Yeah,
like, with ease. So there's some things to consider as far as the company and the warranties go. But Gpen's been around for 10 years. So they got to be doing something, right? Somewhere in there. 1
yeah.
year? Is that what it says? BubbleStacks says Gpen Elite is 2 years, default 3 with registration. Thanks, BubbleStacks.
Thanks, bud. So, all right. So you've talked it through. Now it's final answer time.
I think
I would in the store. You're going to walk out with one of these.
Oh, dude, I hate those decisions. Based on vapor, I would pull the Gpen off my shelf and vape a bowl before the PAX.
Mm-hmm.
But when I think about in the situations where the PAX wins for me, like when I go to like a family Thanksgiving and I'm gonna vape with like my brother and my 2 uncles, and I'm gonna share a vape, the PAX probably still wins that because I can pass the PAX. Everybody's familiar with it already.
Yeah. So
for me, it's a shelf pull compromise.
Mm-hmm.
I think for a new vaporist coming into it, honestly, I would spend less and get something different.
Yeah.
I would look to a Dynavap. I would look to the Rogue, the Planet of the Vapes 1. You don't have to spend a lot of money to get something that performs in a similar level. For that matter, the Pinky build is like $130. You can build a desktop level vape that delivers vapor that's as impactful as the B2 Flowerhead, which is the hardest hitting vape on the market right now. So you can build shit like that for less than $150.
Yeah. Well, I think for me, if I was picking between these two, I'd probably go with the PAX 3. I think it's a more well thought out device, has more features. the caveat is the USB-C on this is much nicer in my opinion than having to have a proprietary dock with the packs. I hate having to have the dock for the packs.
Yeah, me too.
Other than that, I think the packs, yeah, I mean, it's got an app that does way more than this does. I'm still baffled. I mean, the Wi-Fi, what does it do? You know what I mean? Like there's not a whole lot here. The session timer is, I mean, just really like there's for $250, I would want this to be a little more sophisticated on the interface, a little more thought out, maybe a couple more features. But I still would say that if you went out and bought this and you dig it, fucking rock on. Like I wouldn't argue that at all. Like I would be happy hitting this vape. Like I'm not gonna, I won't hate on this vape is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I think it covers its own. And there will be people who it really hits it for them.
I think it beats the PAX 3 in some ways.
Mm-hmm.
Not in all, like you said. Again, like it compares to other high-class vaporizers in terms of materials and performance. I don't know about the isolated air path thing. We'll have to dig into that a little bit.
Right.
In the reach test, I'm not transitioning. I'm a full-time vaporist, and I think you as a watcher, if you're making the decision on buying like your first vape, and even if it's your second vape because your first vape sucked, and you're considering one of these, you should consider what your expectations are based on your current smoking deliveries or inhalation deliveries. So if you're smoking blunts or whatever, then these conduction vapes may be better for you than they are for me. I vape full time. Like I wake up in the morning and I don't smoke blunts, but once a month. I smoke a blunt once every month or every 6 months or once every year. Not very often. So for me, my throat is tuned for e-cig vapor, like fluffy inhale, like direct to lung style, which is why I prefer the Mighty. If you're a bong smoker and shit like that, like last week's episode, we covered this stuff. If you're already smoking, your throat and your high is desiring something more impactful on that inhale, and some of these conduction vapes may deliver an experience and a vapor that more resembles what you're familiar with. So if you're trying to transition, this is what I'm saying. Like if you're trying to quit smoking, the PAX, the Gpen Elite 2, the IQC. I don't know where I'm going. We're talking conduction. I don't know. Jesus. I just stopped talking. Hey, you didn't say anything. I'm like, oh shit.
I was entertained nonetheless. Honestly, I just took the condom off this thing, and it really is a good looking vape. It's a nice looking vape. So I still prefer the condom just to keep the mouthpiece from going off. But yeah, no, I think you kind of called all that. I still hope that anybody choosing between all these is able to get the Crafty Plus instead and get that much further ahead in the game as far as what you expect from a vaporizer. We're having a great night. This has gone well, but we never did this this baller head shit that I've had this vape heated up all night.
Fuck me. Oh my god.
I'm not leaving until I do that.
Oh my god, Jerry. You don't know what we're getting into here, man. Like this.
I'm ready.
I don't know, man. I'm feeling like I'm at 11, and this is like one of those things that takes you to a 14 from a 4. So at an 11, it's like and it's not like a linear path. It's like an exponential kind of thing, man. I don't know how to do the math on where this is gonna go.
Tell you what, you can just watch me do it and tell me how to do it.
Oh no, it doesn't work that way. This is the Troy and Jerry show. Remember with the nug thing?
He always falls for that, man.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
What do you set yours on? I think I'm going to put mine on 600.
Oh shit, mine turned off. At least a few minutes ago, mine has dropped to 140 degrees.
Great.
Mine is set to 680.
Oh fuck! I'll put mine on 600 then. I don't think
that's what my flower temperature is. So what we're gonna do, Jerry, is we're gonna do a double decker on the B2 flower pot.
Right.
And you're using code TroyTime at Canvas Hardware when you buy your flower pots. And look how beautiful mine is. Mine's all like,
dude, that is a nice color to it.
Oh, I did. I want to show you something. Where'd it go?
Where'd it go?
It's here. I just had it. Oh, it's here. I anodized the stem.
Oh, far out, bro.
The post piece.
Yeah. Cool as shit.
And I just did it with a torch. So I held it. I held it with the tweezers and just like torched the one end until it turned like the baby blue color, and then I stopped, and then I flipped it around after like several minutes because it was hot for a while. And then I did the other end. That's why it's like darker in the middle, and that's kind of where it sticks out of the bowl for both the hot rod post and the shovel head bowl. Badass, huh?
Which bowl do you like to use with your with this method?
The shovel head bowl.
All right, I'm going to use this glass LE bowl and see how. No, that would need a screen.
For the maximum impact, you got to use a shovel head bowl. Where's your shovel head?
It's right here and doesn't have a screen in it.
We'll you got some screens handy, right?
Probably. And then where did I just put it? I thought I just put it down right here.
Oh man,
this is getting better and better, ain't it, man? Because I got all kinds of bowls here I could use.
But not the default flower pot.
Well, I just pulled it out and there was no screen in it. I don't know where the fucking screen is. And now I don't. Oh, see, here it is right here. So it's in here now. I need a screen. You want me to
long right in front of you.
I tell you, man. Watch out. All right, so we need a screen. I got a thing of fucking screens. Let's get a screen in here. We're in biz.
Yeah, let's put a screen in there. What you're going to need is your flower pot B2 all warmed up with a dab dish on top, preferably the SiC. I guess the only options are SiC and Sapphire. They don't have a quartz one on there, do they?
Mine's a Sapphire.
Oh, okay. Well, you can still torch the Sapphire gently.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's right. We don't want to go crazy on that, do we?
Yeah, you don't want to go crazy. Crazy! Hey, but that's how we dab. See, I changed the words so we don't get kicked off YouTube.
Okay, I was glad you did that.
I also changed the tone. I intentionally sang out of tune. I don't want to trigger any copyright things. Sound just like Ozzy. You know what I mean?
I totally hear you. I don't want that either. All right, so I'm going to pack a bowl.
Pack a bowl.
Pack a bowl. Which means I'm going to grind again. Dude, this is like a record tonight for grinding. Like Brilliant Cut is getting a workout tonight.
The Brilliant Cut is getting a workout tonight. We've compared a lot of vapes, a lot of portables. Hit that like button, by the way, for God, jeez. Hit the like button for all the vape comparisons we got going on.
We are putting our hurting on the shelf.
My dogs are going crazy. I don't know why. Oh, it's 420. That's why. Happy 420. It's 420.
Ooh, perfect.
I live in the UK. Coffee's washing.
That, man. That was an easy make there.
Happy 420.
All right, I'm ready for this.
All right, you got your bowl loaded.
Right now I do. Hang on. All right, so that's loaded.
And then you're gonna get your dab on your dab tool as well.
Dab on it. All right. Let's get that going. Got some nice sour D's.
Got some sour D's.
Sour D's.
Are those like double D's?
Yeah.
Made a boob
All right.
joke.
Love it. Yeah, I did. All right, so that's loaded. This fucker says it's hot enough at 600. I hope it's hot enough. I'm gonna put that on the bowl, torch it, drop it, go to town. Is that the idea here?
Hold up. I didn't hear a damn thing you said because I was trying to get the dabs and it required every ounce of focus that I had. Sorry.
No worries, man. Are you there?
I am here. I'm back. Welcome back.
Are you ready to do this?
Yeah. So can I explain it to you or did you just already figure it out on your own?
No, let's go ahead and do it.
All right. So I got my bowl loaded. I got my dab on the dab tool. Here's my my dab of rosin that we're doing. Nice chunky.
Gorgeous.
Chunky monkey. And I got the bowl stuck in my bong. There we go. Nice green bowl. So we're gonna vape all of this. Get the eyes out of the shot so we can focus.
Nice.
We're doing both at once. So and the problem that I've always been having with the B2, it's not a problem. It's just an inconvenience, is the temperature for the appropriate temperature for flower isn't super hot on the dab side. And if I turn it up into the dab zone to the point where I get the dabs where I like it, the flower combusts. So I can't dab at the temperature that I like and vape a flower bowl at an impactful moment. I can't make the two cross naturally. Enter the torch reinforcement method that we've been doing with the Rio, where we add the torch on the side. So shout out to Old Bones in the Discord. Came at me and he's like, hey man, he's like, I saw you guys doing the reinforced dabs with the Rio. And I remember in your B2 video where you're talking about trying to raise the temperature of the dab dish, and check it out. You can do that with your torch and fucking ta-da. So you get your torch, hit your dab dish for just 3-5 seconds evenly.
Okay.
And then put it on the head and go to town.
All right, just one heating though.
I do like 5 seconds with the torch.
Okay.
Maybe 7 seconds. I don't know. I don't actually.
But
count.
I mean, you're only heating it one time. Then you're not going to keep coming back to it.
Yeah, and I heat it evenly. And I'm using the sick dish here, so I'll demonstrate here for you now.
I'll go right after
Torch. I don't know why it's doing the sputtering, but
that's all it takes, huh?
It doesn't take much. Cheers.
Fucking A. Me too.
Yeah.
Cheers, gang.
Ooh. Oh shit.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Gee damn.
Oh, jeepers. Oh, yeah. Oh. You can do better than this, Amanda.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around, desert
Are you
you.
fucking with me,
Never
man?
gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Make it stop.
Was Rick not available? I mean,
Is
what
that
the fuck
carrots?
was that all about? That was
that
awesome.
Garrett saying?
Oh, this is this.
Oh,
This does this does it to you, man.
yeah, it hits different.
This
Jerry.
is different, man.
Remember the
Whoa.
good old days?
Whoa. How's it going up top here, fellas? Yeah. Wow. What the fuck?
Oh, ready for the snap?
Oh,
We need some special snap and flick music.
What the
What's that say? It's behind my camera. I can't see what.
Flick Master Troy?
Okay. Dang. I got some obstacles in the way, honestly. That I need to set up the other camera.
What are you trying to do? Are you gonna hit on Donna?
Yeah, I mean, I put it in Will's throat earlier.
Yeah, you gotta give him a break, man. We gotta go for Donna.
All right, let's go for Donna here. Let's go for Donna.
Man, you talk about smack Mac Daddy. Damn, Troy.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
You ready? Yeah. All right, Donna.
It's been real.
Boom. Oh, I think I hit Will again.
No, I think you got her in the half.
Oh, it was a good shot. It's a good shot. Yeah. All right. Cool,
Did it go in the fucking?
I believe so. I believe it fell. That'll be a fun way to analyze the tips. Like when I started doing the flick, the snap and flick. I got one more shot here, by the way. That's go for Donna number 2.
Yeah. It's been Will all night.
Oh shit, that one missed left.
Did that come back to you?
Yeah. No, not. I mean, it came back pretty far, but not far enough to reach.
All right.
Yeah. No rebound shot. No rebound shot on that one.
Oh shit. Well,
That
that
was
was a
pretty
good
cool.
way for me to go out, man. That double dabby thingy, whatever. I don't even know what to call that.
The double dabby. It's called we're calling it the B squared.
That's the B squared.
Because you're adding the butane, like the butane assist.
Yeah.
Butane.
That works for me, man. Brilliant.
Nice.
Brilliant.
All right, Jerry.
All right, Troy. It's been a fun night.
It's been good. Thanks,
We got a lot
Gpen, for sending these
done.
out.
Yeah, appreciate that. We vaped a lot of vapes tonight. We got a fucking lot of science done tonight, man. A lot of science done tonight.
A lot of
Like
science.
legit like write the book Nobel Prize type shit, so you can bank on it. And there you go. Oh jeez, that fucking vape, man. Oh, that was
right.
good.
See you next Friday, Jerry.
Yeah, buddy. Thanks, man. It's good. Thanks for hanging, guys.
Send it out.
Guys in the chat are dope.
Do the ending thing. Whatever the
Dope
ending
in
thing
the
is.
chat, man. We love you guys out there, man. Guys are dope.